Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about Nosferatu. So, Nosferatu, I watched this past week. It is a 2024 reboot of the original 1922 silent German film. This movie stars Lily Rose Depp, which is Johnny Depp's daughter, as Ellen Hutton. Nicholas Holt plays her husband Thomas Hutton, and Bill Skarsgård plays the main antagonist, Count Orlok. Also, you have a supporting cast of Willem Dafoe and Aaron Taylor Johnson. So I gotta say, I really like this film. It is very creepy. The main factor that makes this movie very unsettling and disturbing is not so much, Orlok just attacking people and being like this vicious vampire, but it's more so like his demeanor, his speech, and just his presence. When we first see Orlok in the castle, we don't even really get a full glimpse of him. When Thomas first arrives at his castle, the door just opens and Orlok is, he's a little bit further back in the castle, but we can see him. He's already waiting for Thomas to come, and then once they go up to I guess it's like his study, to where he's ready to sign the deed for the mansion that he's going to move into. His demeanor, like his presence on screen, and his voice is just absolutely just terrifying. Um, Bill Skarsgård actually took vocal lessons from like an opera singer, to lower his pitch. And again, this is all natural. There's no voice modification or anything like that. I gotta say, the makeup on Count Orlok looks fantastic. It's all practical effects. The clothing, he lost a lot of weight for this role to look very gaunt and very, very, I guess more like a creature than like a normal human. So I gotta say, that performance by Bill Skarsgård is what made this film great. A lot of this film just kind of relies on the interaction between Orlok and other people, either his subjects or people that he intends to make his subjects. Through either through his will or the will of their own. And this is a really good movie. Some really disturbing things. Um, it's really good. It's really terrifying. Orlok is a terrifying person, um, and again, he's not so much of a person, but he's like this myth, this legend that people in Transylvania knew about. And once we see him on screen and how terrifying he is, with just the voice and, like I said, his demeanor, his presence on screen, it's really great. So I gotta say, this is a really good film. It is a little bit of a slower pace, but it plays out really well because it's more of like, I almost consider it more like a horror epic in a way, because the way they focus on Ellen's character and all of the things that she's going through while her husband is away. And once they finally reconvene, it's uh, it's up to, basically, there's like three main people that are kind of tasked with destroying Orlok. Once they find out the legend of him and how he can be killed. So Willem Dafoe's character was a prominent scientist, but he was shunned by the community because he started dealing in studying the occult and the supernatural. There's this cool line where it's just like it's brilliant. Um, I can't remember his name in the actual movie, but it's Willem Dafoe's character. He's explaining all these things of supernatural origin and different creatures. And he's like, I've seen things in this world that would make Isaac Newton crawl back into his mother's womb, and I just thought that was like a super powerful line. It was really, really awesome. Willem Dafoe was a great supporting character. I absolutely love this movie. Just everything about it. The cinematography. When they first get the shot of that castle, when Thomas is traveling to Transylvania to have Orlok sign the deed. Um, Shots of these like wolves that we always see when Orlok is around. I just love everything about it. So it's a really good movie. It's a slower pace. It's not your traditional horror movie, but if you're okay with movies that move at a little bit of a slower pace, I think you'll like it. So I would give this movie an 8 out of 10. You should definitely check out Nosferatu.